Hello everyone, I'm John, lead analyst and founder of JP Strategic Investments, and welcome to our weekly investor update. If you're new to this channel, this is kind of where we recap everything that happened last week in relation to our stocks and a little bit of the market in general. And then we look to the coming week and we kind of tell you about anything that we're going to be looking at, any moves we might be making, or anything like that. So let's get right into it. So first thing before we get started, we did actually put a video out just a couple days ago on Southwest Airlines, kind of our bullish thesis around the stock. We only have a very small options position in the stock that we purchased several weeks ago, and so we're just kind of holding that right now. But we just wanted to kind of give our thoughts and analysis on, where we think the stock could go and at what points we would buy in if it were to drop lower, because we know that's kind of a popular stock out there right now. So if you're interested in Southwest Airlines stock, definitely check that video out. So as far as this week goes, not a really heavy news week for our stocks. Obviously, President Trump is out of the hospital, so that is good. We kind of saw the market definitely recover on that news. So not a ton of things going on, especially with our stocks. So the main thing we want to talk about in this video is what we're looking at that's coming up in the week ahead and in the next few weeks. So one of the things that's coming up that we're excited about is earnings season is going to be kicked off by the banks next week. So we do like to trade earnings. We know that there's a lot of volatility, there's a lot of opportunities in the market around earnings, and if you can be on the right side of certain trades, you can make a lot of money. And so we actually have a few videos out on option strategies and different strategies specifically that you can use around earnings. And so if you're interested in that, definitely check those out. Those will kind of give you just a feel for how we approach earnings and the different strategies we like to use. On the topic of earnings, Tesla recently just came out and they confirmed that their earnings date, or the date that they will be reporting earnings, is October 21st. So obviously Tesla is a large part of our portfolio, so we will be watching that earnings, making some moves around there. And one of the things that we're looking at around Tesla's earnings is obviously they reported record delivery numbers, right? And so that probably implies record profit, especially since one of the ways that they make money is by selling regulatory credits. And so the more vehicles that they produce, the more regulatory credits they can sell. And pretty much that money just goes straight to the bottom line. So we're probably going to be looking at some pretty good profits from Tesla coming up in this upcoming earnings report. And if we get record profits, we could see another opportunity for Tesla to enter the S&P 500, which would definitely be a boost to the stock. And so that's one of the things we're looking at. And then also Tesla's rewrite, as far as their Autopilot, their self-driving software goes, is supposed to come out sometime around the earnings report as well. This is one of the things that Elon Musk has been talking about recently. He's saying that he has the update on his car that he drives, and it's just fundamentally better than the current system. So it should be pretty exciting, and he did hint on Battery Day that it would be coming out in about a month. And so Battery Day was September 22nd. Earnings is going to be October 21st. That's almost exactly a month away. Obviously, Elon Musk time, as many of us Tesla investors know, is not really an exact time. So a more realistic timeline would probably be about 2 months or even a little bit more. But who knows, we could get a surprise on earnings there, and they could announce as well that the FSD rewrite is rolling out. That would be a huge boost to the stock. So we're definitely going to be looking at earnings and seeing if there's any good plays we can make on there, and we'll keep you updated. And if you want to specifically know exactly what moves we're making, be sure to join that Discord server. We have the invite link in the description. In that Discord server, you have access to us. Ask us any questions about trading or any investment strategies that you're using. And as well, we do put out trade notifications in there, so if we're making any moves around earnings or anything like that, you will get notified. Next up, Uber. Obviously, Uber has a very important proposition on the ballot that's coming up on November 3rd, the election date as well. And so Prop 22, if you guys are invested in Uber, you probably know about this. It's basically the proposition that Uber and Lyft have been kind of promoting in an effort to keep their drivers classified as independent contractors, which would allow them to continue doing business the way that they normally do in California. And this proposition really, it's kind of more than California, because if this doesn't pass, essentially they will have to classify their drivers as employees in California, or completely kind of shift their business model, which they said they would have to do. And then that would kind of set a precedent for any other states. Probably New York would be next on the list, and even other countries to kind of do similar things, which could fundamentally change the way that Uber operates and their business model and their ability to really do business the way that they have been. So this is a pretty important proposition for them. And so we're gonna kind of be probably taking it pretty cautious. So we did a while ago reduce our Uber position. And so we just kind of have a small options position in it right now, so that if it does continue to climb up, and if the proposition passes, we think they'll get a pretty good boost from that. And if it doesn't, we're not too exposed to the stock there. And then as far as everything else goes, the main thing we're going to be focusing on, other than those few things and other than our stocks, is the election. Obviously, there's a lot of uncertainty. With any election, there's the possibility that we could get a new president, which brings a whole host of new policies and other things like that that could completely change business and the market. So there's going to be a lot of probably volatility happening over the next few weeks, especially with earnings season combined with the election. So it's going to be an interesting ride. And so we'll keep you updated in these weekly videos and let you know everything we're doing. And if you want to know exactly what trades we're making and different things like that, be sure to join that Discord server. The invite is in the description below. So other than that, let us know if you have any questions in the comments below, and have a great week.